The supply chain is incredibly important to an organisation. The main role of supply chain management is to fulfill demand. And supply chains have an impact on three key areas of financial performance. They impact on profitability, liquidity, and asset utilisation. So briefly, supply chains are a major cost component of an organisation, but they also enable value creation as well. When we look at liquidity, we're looking at current assets versus current liabilities. Inventory is a major component in most organisations, manufacturing organisations' balance sheet, and we can create value in the supply chain by helping to reduce inventory. When we look at cash flow as well, we can look at the working capital conversion cycle, and supply chains have a major impact on that. And finally, asset utilisation. If you think of a typical manufacturing supply chain, a lot of the fixed assets, those plant, machinery, warehousing, are supply chain related. So assets and how we utilise those assets play a big role in how supply chains can impact on financial performance. Supply chains need to be financially sustainable. One of the important things, if we're building long-term relationships with our customers and our suppliers, one of the most important things is that we develop financial sustainable supply chains. And what I mean by financial sustainable supply chains, that each link in our supply chain is achieving their financial performance targets. Now, if, for example, pressure is put on a link in the supply chain and they aren't achieving their financial targets, there is a danger that that particular link could break. Now, just think of what the implications to that could be on your supply chain. If one of your key suppliers is now not financially sustainable and they go out of business, what's the impact on your customers and your customers' customers if that supplier supplies a key component in your supply chain? And one of the things that I would like you to think about is to think about not just your immediate supplier or your immediate customer, about how well they're financially constructed, but also think about your supplier's supplier. Think about that small supplier further up the supply chain. If that supplier is crucial to you and they haven't got sufficient liquidity and they cannot finance their operation, then what is the implication on your business? Is your business going to be put at risk because one of your suppliers is not financially sustainable?